Hello. Not been on for a while because I've had loads of stuff to do and that, but what I want to do today with you, because we spoke a lot about scales and everything else, and the formulas for scales, the formulas for the triads, as well as moving up to some of the bigger the chords, but there's quite a few more than them, the diminished chord, augmented, diminished seventh, and the major seventh chords, 6, 6, and so on. So anyway, this scale, as you know, is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, and that applies to all the scales where it, G, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, sharp, semitone, tone, sorry, and then the semitone on the end, okay? And they've all got the chords C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, back to C, okay? Now, I thought, well, what I'll learn you today, and of course the chord structures I'll learn you about major thirds and minor thirds. Major third consists of two tones, so C to D is one tone, D to E is another tone. And the note that you want above E is a minor third away from that, so E to F sharp is a tone, and F sharp to G is a tone. So a major triad consists of major third, minor third together, okay? That's the structure, so you don't really have to look up. So if you wanted to form something come across, this is always D major, just the D. So you start on D, and you've got to go to a major third. There's your tone. F sharp, that's your second tone, so there's your major third. And the next note is a minor third from that, which is a tone and R. So from G, F sharp, sorry, to G sharp, to A. So there's a tone, and there's a semitone, and there's your D major. Major third, minor third, just like the C. Okay, so I thought, well, I'll learn you country, so I thought, well, I'll show you how to sort of like use these, and this obviously ain't going to be for the intermediate or whatever. It's going to be for sort of like beginners, a little bit onwards or whatever. Some people can read music and just read what's in front of them. Okay, so I'll just show you this so you can have a look at this and probably have a look at that. You might want to probably just take a photo of that if you can. Whilst it's on there, pause it and take a photo. Don't know if I can get it any clearer. Okay. Okay. Right, Silent Night. Now, before we play anything, we really need to look at certain aspects of the music. So, for a start, we've got treble, which is right hand. And we've got the bass clef, F clef, which is the left hand, okay, and they're just parted away a bit. So the right hand plays the melody, the left hand plays the accompanying bass line, or whichever way you want to do it. Now we look here, and we've got 3, 4. Now we in the early ones I told you what crotchets were, minims were, what a dot represents after a note, and so forth. So we've got 3 over 4. Now the 3 equals 3 beats to the bar. So there's only 3, so it's going to be a waltz. So it's 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, each one of them, 1, 2, 3, represents a bar. And as you can see, we've got the crotchet there. You can see that there. Crotchet, crotchet, crotchet. So that takes up the whole bar. And now we've got a dotted minim. Now that note there with a dot takes up the whole bar, because half of a minim is a crotchet, and 1 minim is worth 2 counts or 2 beats, and the dot is worth 1. So we hold the minim for the count of 2, 1, 2 off, and count the dot 3. Okay, right, now another aspect, we've got the chord symbols above. As you look for the other one, we've got the chord symbols above. C, G, C, F. Now they're the primary triads of the C major scale, and also the first, fourth and the fifth of any scale are the primary triads. Okay, so C is the root and the primary triad of C major. The fourth is F major, and the fifth is G. So that's the primary triad, and that actually, with the seventh, that will dominate the key and pushes you towards C again. Okay, so primary triad C, F, G. Okay, and of course, where I said we got the G7 there, which dominates the key, which is there. G, B, D, F. So is the dominant seventh. G, B, D, F. Okay, and we've got it there, and we've got it there again. So basically, we've got C for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got G for 2, C for 2, and F for 2. Then we've got C for 2, F for 2, C for 2, G7 for 2, C for 2, C for 3, G7 for 1, and C for 2 bars. That's what I'm talking about, the bars. Okay, now these, where's that there, that line over there, I don't know if you can see it on yours, there, I think that's up a bit higher. Oh, there's a line going from that to this one, and they're of the same pitch. So you play the note there, and you hold it, and you don't play that, you're still holding it. So basically you're holding that note there when you hit it for 6 counts. So you're holding it for that bar as well. Okay? Now another thing what to do is to look through the right hand melody notes and to look for which is going to be the lowest note. Okay? E so far is the lowest note so far. E. E. D is the lowest one, which is there. Okay? Now, which is the highest note? The highest note on D so far, D, F, which is there. So the melody is played that is included and that is included. So the melody is played with in them notes there of Silent Night. And you can play it wherever you want. You could go D and F there. You could play Silent Night in that octave, or you could even play it up there. It's just that all you're doing is playing Silent Night in the same key, octave higher, and it's getting higher when you play it. Okay? So that's that. Now we've got the fingering. These numbers on top, 3, 4, 3, 1, represent your fingers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and in the bass we got the same again, 5. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be played with the little finger. Okay, so you ain't going to be stumbling to try and figure out where to go. If you look at the fingering, it's always close together, or you might just have to cross over a little tad or whatever. So you look at that. Now look in the bass now for the highest note. The highest note so far is G. G. Yeah, which is that note there, G. And that note is there. Okay. It's 4 below middle C. G. And obviously you should be able to read the music because the first 5 lines is E, G, B, D, F. And the space is F-A-C-E, which spells face. And the bottom spaces is A-C-E-G, all cows eat grass. And the lines are G, B, D, F, A. Good boys deserve fruit always. Okay? Now you should have that, and if you ain't, you can look at my previous videos earlier on and you'll see it. Okay? And again, talking about ties, there's another tie. When I was talking about that one to there, you play that one there and you hold it for the next bar. Okay, so that's held for the count of 6, because it's a minim, which is 2 crotchets in which it receives 2 counts. The dot receives the 3rd beat and you hold it for that. So you would play it from there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Okay, so what was the lowest note? So we know G is the highest note, and the lowest note that we're going to find, yeah, I think it's going to be B. That's your lowest note in the left hand. So we've got G and B. So there's G and there's B. So the left hand accompanying melody notes, including these 2, is there. So you can see that you've not really got to move very far. What was the left one? D, E. What was the top one? That was E, which is there. That's the highest one. What was the lowest one now? Which is C. That's the ones there. E. That is the highest one, isn't it? In the right hand, E. The lowest one's C. So that's where they are. They're played there. Actually, I got it wrong. Okay, so it's all played there. Okay. Right. Now you can have a go at trying to play it by sight reading and looking at it, but when we play this, it's not got what I would feel like I would like to play it. But as a beginner, it's fine. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up to the D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up to the D. 1, 2, 3, up to the F, which is the I, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now that was played without much expression, as such I was just going through it. But if I was playing that, I wouldn't play the melody like that, I would alter it. Okay, I put a dot on the crotchet, which would hold that, the dot would be coming on the 2nd beat, and that note there, the A, would be coming on an and, so it'd be 1, 2 and 3, and that would be 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3. You get a little bit more of a feel for it, but at the beginning this is fine for you to learn on. So the left hand, here we go, it's C, starts on C, and it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, sorry, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, off. That's it. Now you've got to combine and play that together. So if you played it separate hands, and then gradually when you get used to playing the left hand and the right hand, then you can put these two together. So don't, if you're going to find it really hard if you're a beginner or whatever, you know, but you understand a bit of the theory of what I've told you, you're better off playing both hands separate, okay, and going over what I said and looking where the lowest note is and where I got it wrong there, the highest note in the right hand, where is it? It's D, isn't it? It's D, which is there. D, yeah. And the lowest one is, no, sorry, the highest note is E, sorry, I missed that one. And the lowest one is C in the right hand. So it's all played within there. And that interval is a tenth. Major third, C to E, E octave higher, a tenth. Okay, so as again these here, you play it there and that is held for the 9, count of 9, because it's tied. It's tied. When something is the same pitch, you only play it at the beginning where it is and you hold it for the rest. Okay, so that is one way you can do it. Now another way that you can possibly do it if you want to, let's see if we can get something on here. Just bear with me a minute, just bear with me. Right, okay. And the other aspect that another way you can play, if you've got a keyboard like this, you've got a split left hand accompaniment and right, and that would be middle C, just as on the piano. Okay, middle C, and you can set these notes from how far this accompaniment comes up. Stop that. Wherever you want the left hand to come up, but I always keep it down there so I can come down the left hand a bit more. This is not a preset, I'm not done anything to alter this at all. And just to give you an idea, on some of these you can go into settings and you can actually set the left hand to one finger. So it's like where you've got the C, the G, the C, the F, you can play that note, you can play it like C, F, G. And that'll play the full chord and the accompaniment for you. Okay, that can get used to playing your left hand. And the other thing is you can play it on so you're playing the full chord. So you're playing like, and in this position here on a keyboard, I would say to you, play the C in the second inversion. I don't know if you can see that. There's root, C, E, G. Okay, that's the second inversion, E, G, C, the E's the first note, move the E up there and there's your second inversion, 1, 2, 3, then you can drop down, you can move around, you can keep that one down, or you can move that way if you want. I'm keeping the C down because the note C is part of the F major chord, and it's also the root of the key of the C major. So you keep them in close complexity, you know. Don't try to just play it like this. Don't try to play them all in roots. Play them so that you got ease. So second inversion on C, you can go to F there, or you can go to F there, but keep the C. F is next to E, and A is next to G. So all you're doing is pivoting. And when you want the G, you've got to lift up. Oh, on G7, you can keep the F down and play G, B, D. And then move to C. Okay, so that's left hand accompaniment, and this will be with drums as well. And I'll great on an English waltz with accompaniment. I've not altered it, left everything in on it. But going back to this before we carry on with that, if you want to play this like that, you've got to play it, and you can try and sight read it if you want to by doing that, which is on 5. Is it on 5? Yeah, 5. Little finger. 1, 2, 3. And so on through it, but I recommend if you're not ready to play it anything yet, play it both hands separately and gradually put them together. If you're a little bit more confident, do that if you want to. And if you've got a keyboard like this that you're learning on, as opposed to a weighted piano keyboard like that, I do like the weighted keyboard, because that's what I bought on, but I like the keyboards as well. And I've got all the sounds on here I've got on there as well, and drums. This keyboard is a Hammer PSR 9000 Pro, an old one now, and this is the Roland 700 SX piano. It's a good piano as well. So anyway, let's get back to this. Different ways you can play it. And I'll just show you some left hand technique on here, so that if you get that, then you can have a try at this. When you get the chord, C, now you can split the chord up into 3 beats. You can play arpeggio, so you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. You could go up there, but I would jump up there. Okay, so that's an easy arpeggio, and then easy stride piano would be something like this. You get the chord and you go with the tonic first and the upper chord. So it's 1, 2, 3. To G. Okay, so you can do something like that. And the other aspect of a stride piano, which is a simple one again, is where you're doing the 1 tonic, 1, 2, 3. And for the next bar, we'd use the 5th of that chord. Tonic, 5th. So we go 1, 2. Put some passing notes in and so forth. It should go. And add bits in if you want, you'll get that eventually. So that's that. That's a stride. Easy stride. Okay, Okay, stride. And as you get on, you can actually do the style I play in, which I would play probably arpeggio. And that is over the chord again, and all we're doing there, we've dropped the C down an octave, and we're playing the fifth there, we're playing the C there, and we're playing the E there. So C, G, C, E. That's another arpeggio. The same with the other chord. Another arpeggio, and the one I like to do is one I use a lot of is I bring in the ninth, which is the one over the eight. Later on. Anyway, and then the other one is the tenths, which is, I'd more or less play this like blocks. Even though I make I'm not going to self-style that again, I think. Put some a little bit more. Move it up a bit, down, and put it on something a little bit better. Create what sound you like your best. And so I would probably place this something like this, but I won't play it. I would do what I would say I was going to do, and that is put a dot at the side of that first note there and there on them all, and that A then would become a quaver. Okay, that would become a quaver, dot on all these where they've got three crotchets. I'd dot the first note and turn that one into a quaver. Of course we ain't got no quavers in there, so and I would play it then like this. I would play it. Out of music, let's get out of the way. So that's how I would sort of like play it, and I'd play it arpeggio or musical box. And so on. It just depends on what you feel you want to play it. It's how you inside want to play it. But for a start, you've got to be able to play it basic, and then you can experiment. As I say, feel, you can put triplets in, you know, like, and so forth. You know, there's lots of things you can put in. Everybody will play it different. Some will sound nice, but going back to the keyboard here on the top, you got your sound. You can have synco start on it, and then you could play it. I've got it on strings, so it would sound something like it with the waltz, and you can hear the waltz, the beats 1, 2 and 3. Okay, let's just hear it. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. know, but there you go, I haven't played that for a while, but it's an easy piece to remember really. But that's how you can get a piece of music, but always remember, it's like, I'm learning quite a lot of other different things. I'm learning, say, somebody asked me to play this one, which was something like, and I'm playing this one, but as written, which is. I'm learning that, I'm learning some ragtime that other people want me to do. But even I had to learn them, and some of them, I had to refurbish them, you know. Like Creative Bells, I'm going to refurbish that one. Stride. Take it a bit slower, I ain't played it. Oh, can't see it now. And so on, but I ain't played that for a few days now, but I'm revamping that one. A lot like this one, but it's not really the appropriate. And of course the entertainer doing that one as well, somebody else. And revamping them, because I'm retired, I'm 71 now, I don't play out anymore, so I'm doing this to occupy myself for people out there who want to learn a bit of something. And if you're interested, it'd be nice if you could like it, or even thumbs down if you don't like it. At least I know somebody's watching it. And leave a comment if you can, or even subscribe. Be grateful for that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you and have a go at that, and you know, if you work on it, you'll be able to play that by Christmas, even on big top keyboard with the rhythms. Okay then, cheers, have a good day.